Yeah, so welcome everybody to our ongoing series of musicians and artists to our Pacific Bluegrass and Old Time Music Society Club. And we're so thrilled to have Anne-Louise Genest, also known as Annie Lou, with us tonight, coming to us live from Vancouver Island. And many of us know her through her amazing recordings, her concerts, her all the things she's done at Nimble Fingers over the years to lead, feels like generations of musicians. So yeah, she's been kind enough to come share her music with us tonight. So thank you, Anne-Louise, and I will turn it over to you.
Thank you. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, everybody. It's so nice to see all these familiar faces. It's almost like being at Nimble Fingers and or just at a jam, and I miss you all. Tony asked me if I was nervous about tonight, my partner, and I said, well, yeah, always I get a bit nervous, but it's more like I get to hang out with a bunch of friends tonight, so that's how I feel. So I went to I created this page on the website, which hopefully you have the link for. And what I wanted to do for the first part of this is jam with you. And I called this Jam Songs I Never Hear. And then when I was putting them all together, these are songs that I really love. Before I go any further, how's the sound? Like, you can hear?
It's really good. I think
Okay.
it's excellent. Yeah,
And
and I should have mentioned just housekeeping for people. I think most of us know the drill now. Keep your microphone muted, please. And if you have a comment, please feel free to put it in the chat. And Gerard is monitoring that, and he can relay that to Anne-Louise, so that you don't have to worry about keeping your eye on the chat. Yeah,
great.
sorry,
Thanks.
but the sound
All right.
sounds excellent.
Just wanted to make sure because you know what happens sometimes. Um, so I was putting this group of songs that I really love playing, and I find wow, I just don't hear that at jams very much, if ever. And I realized that's because they're all a bit weird. So I thought I should actually rename this session Jambusters that I want you to know so that we can actually jam them together. So they're not too kooky, but there's a little something about almost every one. Um, but they're songs that I really, really love and I think are really fun to play. And that, as I say, I haven't heard around very much. So the first one, I'm going to kind of go in order with what's on the website, is the Raindrop Waltz. How many people, has anybody heard of this tune before? You may have heard me play it. Yeah, I don't see any hands. It's one from a Ginny Hawker album. Ginny Hawker and Kay Justice did a wonderful album called Come All Ye Tender-Hearted. And this song was on there, and I just loved it so much, and I couldn't believe I didn't hear it everywhere. So for those of you that are having a look at the website, you don't hear it everywhere because the form is a little bit funny. There's sort of this first verse and then two short verses that follow a different form and then kind of a bridge at the end. So what I'll do is I go through the whole song, and then maybe we'll take a break on the very straightforward 1-5-1 verse form, and hopefully that'll be obvious to you as we go through the Raindrop Waltz. And I'm playing it in C. I didn't put that on the website, but I'll be playing this in C. Raindrops tapping on my window pane. Stars will soon be peeping through the clouds once again. As the storm is ended, melodies are blended. Listen, can't you hear? I went in the wrong key. Listen, can't you hear them, dear? Raindrops falling are gently calling. Come, dear, let's dance the raindrop waltz. Tiny raindrops clinging like diamonds gleaming. Come, dear, To melodious music we'll sway till the beautiful clouds roll away. When the moon comes shining, then I'll be pining to hear again the dreamy raindrop waltz. To the fore, to melodious music we'll sway till the beautiful clouds roll away. When the moon comes shining, then I'll be pining to hear again the dreamy raindrop waltz. I'm gonna do that first verse again because I messed up I was thinking in a different key. Raindrops tapping on my window pane, stars will soon be peeping through the clouds once again. As the storm is ended, melodies are blended. Listen, can't you hear them, dear? Raindrops falling are gently calling. Come, dear, let's dance the raindrop waltz. The raindrop waltz. Woo! Sorry about that little flub up on the verse.
A couple of people mentioned it might be a little bit not that loud on your end, Annie-Lou. I don't know if you're able to.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, it's a little bit quiet for me too.
Thank you. I can move a little closer to the mic too. It's been this adventure in home streaming and home microphones, and not having all the equipment, and so patching things together. It's been a little bit of an adventure. I'd like to give a shout out to Athena, who helped me do some sound checks, which I really appreciated, because the first time I put this together, there was a lot of funny noises. But let's see, is that sounding a little better off the top? Little closer? Okay. So this next song is a Wilma Lee Cooper song. I don't know if any of you have heard of her, but Wilma Lee and Stony Cooper are a wonderful couple, bluegrass, really gritty, big in the 60s and 70s, and they've got a bunch of great albums. I was lucky enough to find a vinyl at Nimblefingers one year when Jack Schuller was bringing his records up to the sidewalk sale at the festival. And this is one of those ones that is really, really fun to sing and play, but it's another quirky one because it's got this long sort of extra bar at the back end of the verse. So on the lyrics, I sort of put the chord changes there where the chord actually changes, and over the word that it changes. So just sort of to anticipate a longer phrase at the end of each verse, and then with that funny little change. And what I'm going to do I'm just going to play through the form for the solo part, because it can be easy to get lost in this song, and I'll do a good jam friend thing where I'll just quietly hum the melody so you can sort of hear where we are if you're working your way through the tune. You tried to ruin my name. In C, again, staying in C. You should go and hang your head in shame, the way you tried to ruin my name. You even tried to pick the blame on me, but all along 'twas you who was breaking every sacred vow. You didn't worry where or how. Sorry, you know what, I'm nervous and I lost the words. You should go and hang your head in shame, the way you tried to ruin my name. You even tried to put the blame on me, but all along 'twas you who was breaking every single vow. You didn't worry where or how. I hope that you are paying for the way you left me crying here alone and blue. With your fast talk and your smile so sweet, I let you sweep me off my feet. I thought my life would be complete to have you for my very own. Like a sailboat with no wind around, I had no power to turn you down. You had your way with me till you grew tired and went your way and left me here alone. You should go and hang your head in shame, the way you tried to ruin my name. You even tried to put the blame on me, but all along 'twas you who was breaking every sacred vow. You didn't worry where or how. I hope that you are paying for the way you left me crying here alone and blue. Here we go. What a shame the way you made me fall. I gave my heart, my soul, my all in answer to your lovesick call, in hope someday I'd be your wife. But the only thing you gave to me was bitter tears and misery. I may be wrong, but it seems to me that you should pay for what you've done, for you have ruined my life. You should go and hang your head in shame, the way you tried to ruin my name. I even tried to put the blame on me, but all along 'twas you who was breaking every sacred vow. You didn't worry where or how. I hope that you are paying for the way you left me crying here alone and blue. I hope that you are paying for the way you left me crying here alone and blue. Yeah, Wilma. That's a song that's good for taking a big breath to get through all the lines. Oh my gosh. It is kooky. It's totally kooky. See, Jambusters, I want you to know, so that we can jam together. So the next one is one I may have actually heard once or twice at a jam. Smoky Mountain Memories. You folks are familiar with Larry Sparks? Yeah, this is a good old tune that I just learned, actually. I learned it a few years ago and then I forgot it, and then I relearned it for tonight because I just think it's a really lovely... I love the emotion in this song, and once again it has a little quirky, a couple of different a different verse shape, but I love Larry Sparks, and you should check out the recording of this. I hopefully can remember to give you the source for all of these, so you can see, if anyone who's looking at the lyrics, there's this sort of intro verse, and then which is sort of the main form, and then there's this little, I guess it's really more of a bridge, and then we go back to the regular form of the first verse. All right, and I'm going to play this in A. Oh, I'm going to do...
Anne-Louise?
Yeah?
What is Vim? What is VIM? I don't know what that means.
Vim is a 6 minor. So this... Yeah. Sorry.
Oh!
It's
okay.
It's Roman numerals, and usually when you write the minor chord or the 6th chord, you put it in small letters.
I didn't know that.
You don't do that in old-timey. It's not allowed in old-timey.
What?
No 6
no,
minor.
I didn't know
No
that.
6 minors. This is more bluegrassy, I guess.
I use Vim to clean the porcelain.
I was gonna say. Vim is great for behind the sink.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Smoky Mountain Memories. Oh, and it does this little, I'm going to give you the whole Larry Sparks treatment where the intro is this like one flat 7/4 strum pattern at the intro. Sounds like this. Smoky Mountain memories about my home in Tennessee. Yesterday keeps calling me home. Mountains rising in my soul, higher than the dreams I've known. Misty-eyed they cling to me in my Smoky Mountain memories. An old gray man with a dog asleep at his feet plays a worn-out fiddle full of melodies. He smiled with his eyes, but the lines on his face told me as much as the tunes he played. Talking about my Smoky Mountain memories, a witty girl from Tennessee. I was such a fool to leave her all alone. I think about her in my dreams. I wonder if she thinks of me. I'll always hold her close to me in my Smoky Mountain memories. Mister, play your fiddle, please. Play some mountain melodies. I've been down a lonely road, so far from home. Nothing left to hold on to. I made some plans, but they fell through. Now there's nothing left for me but my Smoky Mountain memories. Smoky Mountain memories about my home in Tennessee. Yesterday keeps calling me home. Mountains rising in my soul, higher than the dreams I've known. Misty-eyed they cling to me in my Smoky Mountain memories.
Woo!
Woo! Thanks, everybody. Is the sound better? Can you hear better?
Yeah, it's better, I think, for sure.
Yeah,
Some
way
nods?
better.
Yeah,
Way better.
good.
Sounds good here.
Right on. Awesome, thank you. So were there folks that were familiar with that tune? I saw Sue nodding her head, of course, because Sue Malcolm knows every bluegrass tune ever written. So the next one, now this is one that is actually not too quirky. And you may well have heard this. I used to play with a band called the Done Gone String Band, and I actually first heard this song from Nadine Landry from Foghorn String Band. And we recorded it, oh gosh, it's like 15 years ago or something, on the one record that we did, the Dungone String Band. And Shake Sugaree is a old Elizabeth Cotten song, and Elizabeth Cotten wrote it with her grandchildren. So she would sing her kids to sleep and with this song, and then their nighttime game was to make up new verses for the song. And the actual recording of it is Elizabeth playing guitar, but her 12-year-old granddaughter is the one who's singing. It's really, really lovely. You can find it on YouTube. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous recording. So I think I put every single verse down. Well, what the heck? We'll sing them all because it's really fun. Shake Sugaree. And I'm doing this in the key of A. I'm trying to be gentle with the banjo players and sort of do things in a, if there's banjo players out there, so the tuning doesn't change too much. So we're still in A. Got a song, won't take long. Sing it right once or twice. Oh, Lordy me, didn't I shake Sugaree? Everything I've got is down in pawn. Here's the weird bit back to the 5. Everything I got is down in pawn. Pawn my watch, pawn my chain, pawn everything that was in my name. Oh, Lordy me, didn't I shake Sugaree? Everything I got is down in pawn. Everything I got is down in pawn. Pawn my bucket, horse and cart, pawn everything that was on my lot. Oh, Lordy me, didn't I shake Sugaree? Everything I got is down in pawn. Everything I got is down in pawn. Let's take a little break. Chair, on my bed, on everything away my head. Oh, Lordy me, didn't I shake Sugaree? Everything I got is down in pawn. Everything I got is down in pawn. Pawn my tobacco, pawn my tobacco, pawn my pipe, pawn everything that's in my sight. Oh, Lordy me, didn't I shake Sugaree? Everything I got is down in pawn. Everything I got is down in pawn. Have a little secret I ain't gonna tell. I'm going to heaven in a ground pea shell. Oh, Lordy me, and I shake Sugaree. Everything I got is down in pawn. Everything I got is down in pawn. Let's take another break. On my farm, on my plow, everything, even upon my old cow. Oh, Lordy me, and I shake SUGAREE. Everything I've got is down in pawn. Everything I got is down in pawn. Pawn my hat, pawn my shoes, pawn everything that I could use. Oh, Lordy me, and I shake SUGAREE. Everything I got is down in pawn. Everything I got is down in pawn. Chew my tobacco, spit my juice. Oh, Lordy me, and I shake SUGAREE. Everything I got is down in pawn. Chew my tobacco, spit my juice. Would raise Cain, but it ain't of better use. Oh, Lordy me, and I shake SUGAREE. Everything I got is down in pawn. Everything I got is down in pawn. I'm here with all my warts and obviously don't have all the words to that, but we're all among friends, right? Warts and all. Isn't that just the most beautiful song? And when you just think about Elizabeth Cotten, don't you wish you were one of her grandchildren? Oh my gosh. So here's another one that I never hear anywhere. And I learned it from a Delia Bell album. I'm going to sing this, sorry, in F. This will be my one sort of out of the way. Have folks heard of Delia Bell? She's sort of a country bluegrass artist, awesome singer. She died recently, actually, in the last year, I think. And once again, I scored some vinyl from Jack Schuler at the Nimble Fingers Festival sidewalk sale. And this song really struck me because it was just really, in a way, it kind of doesn't make sense. But it's also really, it's really cool and different. The dirt that you throw. So the forms are actually pretty straightforward. And I think I picked it more because it was kind of quirky and unexpected. So the dirt that you throw, I'm going to sing it in F. I'm just wondering, do I need to wait for people to tune? How are you doing? All right? Talking more to the banjo players. Oh, there's Tim. Didn't see you before.
Hi there.
Okay, I'm seeing some thumbs up.
Yeah, I don't think you need to wait a lot because we'll catch up with the tuning, right?
Okay. All right. F for you know what. And this is a waltz time. There should be flowers all around me, but when I look around, not a one can I see. If it only takes dirt to make flowers grow, then there should be bouquets in the dirt that you throw. I gave them the rain that falls from my face, but there's not one petal, not even a trace. And I can't understand how flowers won't grow when there should be bouquets in the dirt that you throw. Orchids and violets and roses entwined, beautiful gardens lowlands all should be mine. But misery and sorrow is all that you sow. There should be bouquets in the dirt that you throw. I gave them the rain that falls from my face, but there's not one petal, not even a trace. If it only takes dirt to make flowers grow, there should be bouquets in the dirt that you throw. I gave them the rain that falls from my face, but there's not one petal, not even a trace. And I can't understand why flowers won't grow when there should be bouquets in the dirt that you throw. There should be bouquets in the dirt that you throw. Isn't that like cool and quirky? And it's really interesting. Damon Black wrote it, and I haven't found anybody else who's recorded it. So if anybody hears of anything, then let me know. All right, how's it going? Is this working for everybody? Sweet.
Sounds fantastic.
Excellent. Okay, so what's the next one? Ooh, I started taking guitar lessons with Stash Weisslouch. I don't know if folks remember him from Nimble Fingers, and he tours with Molsky's Mountain Drifters with Bruce Molsky and Alison DeGroot, and he's a crazy mad genius. And if anybody is actually interested in some interesting guitar lessons, I think he's taking new students. This is a song that he introduced me to called Stormy Horizons by Jim and Jesse sang it, and that's where, when I first heard it, it was an Emily Miller recording, which is the one he pointed out to me. But it was originally made sort of famous by Jim and Jesse, and they play it quite quickly. There's a recording of them. They used to do a show, and a TV show, and this is on there. And then I looked into it, and it was actually written by Ira Louvin with someone named Iris Franks, who I'm not familiar with. And I thought, of course, this is a Louvin song. Like, the poetry of this song it's very Ira. So this is a cool one. I don't know if folks have heard of this, but I wanted to share it with you. And I'm going to sing this in G. I scarcely hear the wild winds cry or feel its sudden blast. A greater storm has swept my world apart. Today you're with somebody new, my hopes are gone at last. There's stormy horizons in my heart. Rain swept and tattered like the rose in the wind. Stormy horizons without and within. You were all that mattered you wanted to be free. Now stormy horizons wait for me. Of things as fragile and as sweet as roses, dreams are made, and dreams we had you held so carelessly. They fell like petals around my feet. I saw my rainbow fade. Now stormy horizons wait for me. Rain swept and tattered like the rose in the wind. Stormy horizons without and within. You were all that mattered, but you wanted to be free. Now stormy horizons wait for me. Rain swept and tattered like the rose in the wind. Stormy horizons without and within. You were all that mattered, but you wanted to be free. Now stormy horizons wait for me. You were all that mattered, but you wanted to be free. Now stormy horizons wait for me. Isn't that mind-blowingly gorgeous? I just never. Oh, somebody says Michael Daves does The Dirt You Throw. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I was really excited actually to find. I'm a huge Louvin Brothers fan, and that just seemed to fit just perfectly. How are we doing for time? I've got two more on my list. Are you good to do the next two? Sweet. All right. So Lowlands, which may be more familiar to folks who know these Will the Circle Be Unbroken records. I think this was on maybe the third one. It's the son of one of the Nitty Gritty Dirt bands. The writer is Jaime Hanna, and he played on that record, and he wrote this song, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's one of those ones that it was like, how come you never hear this? I never hear it. And then of course it's because it's a little bit crooked, but not too bad, and you can sort of straighten it out in the break part. But this is really, I think, one of my favorite songs in the world. I know that's a big claim, a heady claim. Certainly one of my favorite ones this week. So it's where it's a little bit crooked is in that 6 minor to the 1 part. So it hangs on there a little bit in the verse before it goes to that to the, if you're thinking in G, it's the 4, and if you're thinking in E, it's the 6. And that's what. Any questions about the chord? I wrote it in the key of E minor. But if there's any questions about those chords, no, you're all good. All right. I'm headed for the lowlands, won't you please direct my way? The train is leaving shortly, there's no time for delay. She told me she'd be waiting, but I'm not so sure she is. I've heard there's another man who claims that she is his. Lowlands were my home when I was but a child. They will be my deathbed when I pass my time. I remember one summer day, the rain began to fall. We gathered the cows which had scattered across the field. It started to rain and continued several days. The river overflowed and the crops all went to waste. Lowlands were my home when I was but a child. They will be my deathbed when I pass my time. You know that I'm no failure, though my victories are few. I'm trying my best, but there's too much here to do. The girl I love once told me I made her feel secure. It's hard to think I've been replaced, but nothing does endure. The lowlands were my home when I was but a child. They will be my deathbed when I pass my time. The lowlands were my home when I was but a child. They will be my deathbed when I pass my time. Thanks, everybody. Another beautiful one, right? Like, just what a great song. I do apologize for my occasional shifting of the lyrics. You know, that's the thing too, right? You learn a song and then you think it differently when you're actually playing it. And when you've given people the words, you should pay attention.
Anne-Louise, I know it's hard for you to see everyone, so just letting you know we have 70 people in the show.
Holy smokes! Oh my gosh! I've got gallery of views, so I'm seeing one page. Maybe I should shift over to another page. Oh, there. More faces. It's really great. This is so awesome compared to doing the like, a Facebook stream where you can't see. You just sort of see yourself. And I really love looking out and seeing all of your faces. Okay, I'm going to scroll between each screen. Okay, so now I'm on this one. I feel like Romper Room. I see Kim and All right, so the last one I wanted to share is a Hazel Dickens tune. You may have actually heard me do this because I love this tune. And it's a good old Hazel in your facer. And it's not it's pretty straightforward. If you look at there's sort of a verse form and then this chorus form. And when it goes to the solo, it goes to that chorus it goes to that chorus form, and then plays out the back half of the verse. But I'll sort of try to make that obvious. Yeah. Okay, so I'm playing this in B flat. Oh, and the recording for this is from Hazel's Bluegrass album, and the musicians on this are the great. Mike Compton is on there, and a whole bunch of, I think, some of the other Nashville Bluegrass band play. And so it's really, really just like awesome. Hazel doing bluegrass. It's awesome. Don't bother to cry, 'cause I ain't looking. Don't bother to sigh, 'cause I won't hear. You told me a lie, and I believe you. Though you're crying, you're still lying, dear. Oh, weep no more, little baby. Weep no more and moan. Save all your teardrops, baby, 'cause your mama's loving heart has turned to stone. Don't tell me you'll die if I should leave you. Don't pull your hair, it won't help at all. You did it before and you fooled my heart, dear. Now you might as well talk to the wall. So weep no more, little baby. Oh, weep no more and moan. Save all your teardrops, baby, 'cause your mama's loving heart is turned to stone. Don't bother to cry, 'cause I ain't looking. Don't bother to sigh, 'cause I won't hear. I played the game fair, but you've been cheating. As you sow, so you reap, so sorry, dear. Don't bother to cry, 'cause I ain't looking. Don't bother to sigh, 'cause I won't hear. You told me a lie, and I believe you. Though you're crying, you're still lying, dear. I said you're crying, but you're still lying, dear. Good old Hazel. So I know I have one more song on there, but it's a song that I want to end with, and I thought it's something we could do all together, and it's might be one that you all know. So I'm gonna carry on and take a little break from guitar. So that was my sort of Jambusters. I hope you learn and enjoy, so that when we meet, which I really hope is sooner rather than later, I can say, hey, let's play that Smoky Mountain Memories, or You Tried to Ruin My Name, and you'll be like, yeah, let's do it. I know it. If any of you have seen some of the earlier shows I've done during COVID, you'll know that we're in isolation. We're a high-risk household here. And I can't go to the nail salon to get my banjo nails done because that's a risky activity. So I've been playing clawhammer with bluegrass picks, which is not my favorite thing. I kind of didn't play banjo for a little while because I was finding it difficult. But I'm back in. I've been taking a workshop with Alison DeGroot, who's a great teacher. Again, I'm pushing all these wonderful artists and musicians who aren't able to perform and tour are teaching, and it's a really, really great resource. I know Allison, I don't know if she's taking new students, but she's doing regular workshops this winter, and I really recommend her. She's a great teacher. So doing that has got me back with the picks. I'm going to play an instrumental I wrote called Home Fires, and that's what I call my dear partner, Tony, who's been a real great COVID buddy here. We've done really, really well, and he has always kept the home fires burning when I tour. And this song's for him. I just want to check in on the banjo sound. Can you hear that? I'm going to start it and then go like this if you can't hear well enough. How's that? Thanks, everybody. I see there's some chat on the side. Something's not working. Are you feeling like my internet's startling or something?
Have you, I'm just wondering if you've turned on original sound, Anne-Louise.
No, I'm on turn off original sound.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I think it's just Zoom. It sometimes speeds up so it doesn't miss anything, but for music, it sometimes messes up the tempo. I'm not sure there's anything you can do about that.
You sure it wasn't me? No, I had that. I noticed that in the jam the last time too. That there were some shifts in the space-time continuum. So, is it worse with the banjo or something?
No,
No,
I
that's
haven't thought about that. Just I do I'm in a choir, a weekly choir with sometimes 50 to 60 people, and there's
Yeah.
music playback from the choir director. And what we found is a few things. If people don't have anything else going on in their background on their own computers is good. Another thing is turning the video off, even though it's great to see everybody's faces. But sometimes if everybody turns their camera off, that helps the processor. And thirdly, maybe before you do the next jam, to just reset your modem. Apparently, that's another tip.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So was
Right.
it you, Anne-Louise?
Okay.
Anne-Louise, that said, in Kit Solano on a computer with not much happening in my life or my modem, but nonetheless, it was coming through pretty good, except for tiny little hiccups. But,
Little glitches here and there.
yeah, and the
Okay,
last
yeah.
one a bit. The guitar, mostly the sound was really good when you got it running, but I don't think it was the banjo sound was fine, just a couple of hiccups.
Yeah. Maybe I'll.
Yeah, same with me.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
here we are, right, in this Zoom life, right?
Yeah.
So thanks for your loving patience. So I'm going to play a tune that I wrote last spring. This is another love song from my sweet Tony. If you know the tune Hell Broke Loose in Georgia, old-time fiddle players, you may want to noodle around on this. Also, which is related to Streak of Fat, Streak of Lean. 7 Foot Dilly did that tune, and that was the one that I was listening to. And it was funny because I heard the tune, Sammy Lynn played it, and I was like, streak of lean, streak of fat. That's like me and Tony. I should write a song. So I did, kind of basing it around the old time fiddle tune. This is called Odd Couple. Streak of lean, streak of fat, you and me, imagine that. Odd couple, more than double the love we bring. You like this, I like that, but it's your head that fits under my hat. Nook and cranny, ain't it dandy, the love we bring. Wind and sail, we won't fail, precious thing. Wind and sail, we won't fail, the love we bring. Odd couple, riddle and a puzzle. Odd couple, riddle and a puzzle. Thick and thin, wide and tall, you turn in, I go all through the night, meet at daylight with the love we bring. Never thought we'd get this far, you and me, on the long haul. Streak of lean, streak of fat, imagine that. Wind and sail, we won't fail, precious thing. Wind and sail, we won't fail, the love we bring. Odd couple, riddle and a puzzle. Odd couple, riddle and a puzzle. Streak of lean, streak of fat, you and me, imagine that. Odd couple, more than double the love we bring. Wind and sail, we won't fail, precious thing. Wind and sail, we won't fail, the love we bring. Odd couple, Odd couple, riddle and a puzzle. Odd couple, riddle and a puzzle. There we go. Thanks, everyone. Odd couple.
Woo!
I see where we're 22. Okay, I'm going to have to pick and choose. I made this massive set list. I did get a couple of requests this week for things to play, so I'm going to focus on those. Gosh, it's nice to see all you folks. And the first one, I'm going to do, this is a title track of my most recent recording. Lord knows when we'll get to record again. This is called End Zone, and I'll send this out to Linda, who asked me to play it. I wrote this for my mom. Well, really, I wrote it for me, but it's about my mom. When you gonna go, mother? I'm in D. When you gonna go down the last road, mother? Down the last road, where we all go when the story's all told, living in the end zone. And how you gonna go, mother? How you gonna go? Lightning from above, mother, tumbled by the storm. Or will you slow on down, clock unwound, living in the end zone? And where you gonna go, mother? Where you gonna go? Is there another side, mother, where everything is known? Or will the final flight end in a silent night, living in the end zone? It's gonna break my heart, mother. It's gonna break my heart when they tell me that you're gone, mother. Finally we must part. I'll be wanting you when I'm at my own end, living in the end zone. Thank you. Thanks for asking for that, Linda.
There's
This,
a couple.
I'm just noticing there were a couple of
Yeah, there's a couple questions there. Yes, you can
questions.
see them.
Yeah, that I just wanted to answer. If I have a recording of Odd Couple, I don't. It's new, Patrice. But it'll be on the next record when I get a chance to make it. So End Zone is on a CD. I don't want to miss anything that's important.
Sue asked earlier if you were doing online lessons.
I haven't been, but I'm going to be this winter if people are interested. Teaching more sort of beginner, intermediate guitar, clawhammer, banjo, and vocals. If I won't teach you fiddle, if people are interested. Yeah. Okay. There any other questions there? No. There we go. Yeah. So this next one, it's sort of related to End Zone a little bit, I guess. I wrote this when the pandemic first started, and there were so many people saying, "What's the problem? It's just like the flu, and the only people who are going to die are old people anyway." And I just found that attitude to be appalling and callous and disconnected from humanity. And so I wrote this song. This is called Old Apples. And I ended up doing a fun sort of Together Apart video that you may have seen. It's on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, and got help from Chris Cool and Andrew Collins and Bill Humby and Nico Humby and Miriam Sonstenez, and then a bunch of friends that came in and joined on the chorus. Some of you were in there. And this is going out to the old apples. And I'm in G. They've been hanging around the fruit bowl, you think, for too long. Got wrinkles and bruises and the stem's not so strong. Fragile but tough, oh, more than enough. Old apples, old apples, still taste sweet, old apples. Their hearts still beat, old apples. There's good recipes for old apples. Old apples come from the same tree, old apples, as the young varieties, old apples. They're good for you and me, old apples. They're far from the tree and you wouldn't think you'd find they'd still be good after all this time. Rolling slow but with places to go. Old apples, still taste sweet, old apples. Their hearts still beat, old apples. There's good recipes for old apples. Old apples come from the same tree, old apples, as the young varieties, old apples. They're good for you and me, old apples. Well, wizened and withered doesn't mean no good. You may have to look further than you would to find the sweet center that lives on inside. Old apples, old apples, still taste sweet, old apples. Their hearts still beat, old apples. There's good recipes for old apples. Old apples come from the same tree, old apples, as the young varieties, old apples. They're good for you and me, old apples. Old apples, old apples, old apples. We got a lot of love for old apples. Yeah. Woo. Thanks for requesting that. Who was that? That was Patrice, I think, that requested that. I like your emoticons, Dave Zaruba. All right. I'm going to play you another new song from the spring that I wrote. Thanks for all the lovely comments, everybody, on the side. I'm kind of seeing them, and I appreciate it. I had a dear old friend, well, a dear young friend. We grew up together. Our fathers worked together, and so I didn't really remember a time when she wasn't there. We sort of hung out, went to the same schools, you know, like you're one of your best pals. And unfortunately, we sort of fell apart later on in life, like in our 30s. Just one of those things that, you know, just it was a sad parting, and I something that I felt that I failed in my friendship a little bit as a friend, and I learned so much from her, and she's with me all the time. So I wrote this song for her. This is called Lost Companion. Times are no longer, you were my companion, wandering at the ways of the world. We parted in anger, confused accusations, bewildered, and then you were gone. We danced to music, and we wish we'd been born sooner. Love, I traveled with you. Independence and adventure, we laughed at the danger, we cried at the killing of the truth. We danced to the music, and we wished we'd been born sooner. The young roads I rambled with you. As we wandered, live on in my memory. Oh, they be long gone. I'll never walk alone. Your shadow is with me till I lie under moss-covered stone. Oh, lost companion, you saved me from the city, and you brought me to the mountain, down the river with the fireweed and bloom. I can trace my life back to the maps that we drew. Compass always was you. The paths we wandered live on in my memory. Oh, they be long gone. I'll never walk alone. Your shadow is with me till I lie under moss-covered stone. Oh, lost companion. I was blinded by your brilliance and baffled by your sadness. I believed you could always overcome. Haunted by my own demons, I abandoned you to yours. You're the treasure I let slip through the door. The paths we wander live on in my memory. Oh, they be long gone. I'll never walk alone. Your shadow is with me till I lie under moss-covered stone. Oh, lost companion. Oh, my lost companion. Thanks, everybody. Yes, so sweet and sad. No, I haven't played it to her. Kat, we are estranged. We haven't talked in 20 years. But I might. Before we die. Where are we at now? 10 minutes left. Okay. I'm going to do a couple more. And I'd like to, the first one I want to do is, no, I want to do 3 more, actually, if I can. I really want to play this banjo song for you. Oops, there, my pick just went into my guitar. So I'm going to F tuning on the banjo. So this next song is in F. I've been trying to think about tuning as a musical experience because it's so necessary. And, you know, we're often saying on stage, oh, we tune because we care, and which is true, you know. And I've really learned to enjoy listening to tuning and encouraging people listening to me to enjoy listening to tuning. And it is pretty cool if you think about musical notes as a resonance and as being living things, you know. And I mean, sometimes we start a tune, especially with the banjo, it's challenging to tune at times. And I just feel like it has its own voice and it's just talking to us. This is called The Weight of the World. I love somebody, but it ain't no use. Thought I had a chance, but it flew the coop. Now I'm walking around in my busted shoes. Nowhere to go and nothing to lose. The weight of the world, weight of the world, weight of the world, weight of the world. Everybody's making babies, 1, 2, 3. Where you gonna go when you can't get free? Know you're gonna die, might as well make love. Little bombs of joy exploding above. The weight of the world, weight of the world, weight of the world, weight of the world. Time will never be my friend. It goes so slow when you want it to end, and when you want the time to last. Oh, time goes by so fast. Weight of the world, weight of the world, weight of the world, weight of the world. never got grown. No one to remember me when I'm gone. Chew my tobacco, spit my juice. I love somebody, but it ain't no use. Thank you. I just have to get another pick since that one fell into my guitar. I wish there was some way to save all these beautiful notes and things on the side. Maybe I can hang out for a little bit after and just read through. And
We can send them to you after.
can you?
Yep.
Oh, that would be great. Awesome. So I'm going to wrap up with two cover tunes. The first one is a Jesse Winchester tune. I don't know if you've heard of Jesse Winchester, but he was an incredible songwriter. And this is another one of those most beautiful songs in the world. I'm in B. If you love somebody, then that means you need somebody. And if you need somebody, that's what makes you weak. But if you know you're weak, and you know you need someone, oh, it's a funny thing, that's what makes you strong. That's what makes you strong. That's what gives you power. That's what lets the meek come sit beside the kings. That's what makes us smile in our final hour. That's what moves our souls, and that's what makes us sing. And to trust someone is to be disappointed. It's never what you want, and it happens every time. But if you're the trusting kind, this don't even cross your mind. Oh, it's a funny thing, that's what makes you strong. That's what makes you strong. That's what gives you power. That's what lets the meek come sit beside the king. That's what gives us a smile in our final hour. That's what moves our souls, and that's what makes us sing. That's what moves our souls, and that's what makes us sing. Isn't that just gorgeous? Yeah. So I just want to say a huge thank you to Eric and to PBOMS. Are we allowed to say PBOMS? Long time ago, I was in the Public Service Alliance of Canada, and we weren't allowed to say PSAC. So I joined in the jam last week. I've been trying to get on, and it was so fun, and I'm just looking forward to participating in more events. But I really thank you very much for inviting me. If anybody feels like tipping, that's great. If you don't, that's great too. Any tips I do get, I'm going to give 15% to the SPCA, BC SPCA. I just adopted a cat, me and my partner. We've had him for 10 days, and it's quite the journey, being a new cat mother. I don't have kids, so This is like, it's really good. This is telling me it's really good you didn't have kids.
How about if we get everybody who's on the show to just unmute yourself and give a big cheer. Or whatever you
Yeah.
wanna do.
Yahoo! Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They say there's silver in the Pinnacle Mountain, and snug is found in the river below. From a train back up in the mountain, one man had the fortune to know. Though many have searched this mountain, its secret it is hidden in the ground. Lives were risked and crops were abandoned, the silver hasn't yet been found. It's a rocky old mountain I'm a-climbing, there's a raging river below. Through the valley so beautiful and winding, and a secret I may never know. A secret I may never know. In the legend one man took shelter from a storm with his sheep in a cave. Veins of silver in the walls were gleaming as the streaks of lightning danced and played. Upon returning his sheep to the pasture, back to the cave he thought he could go. But for years he searched for this treasure, hidden in the ground below. It's a rocky old mountain I'm a-climbing, there's a raging river below. Through the valley so beautiful and winding, and a secret I may never know. A secret I may never know. They say there's silver in the Pinnacle Mountain, nuggets found in the river below. From a cave back up in the mountain, one man had the fortune to know. It's a rocky old mountain I'm a-climbing, there's a raging river below. Through the valley so beautiful and winding, and a secret I may never know. A secret I may never know. A secret I may never know. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. That song for me is COVID, and it's all of us in COVID together, and we're looking for the treasure, and the treasure is being connected to each other while also staying safe and keeping our neighbors and our community and vulnerable people safe. And so I just want you all to know that I feel connected to you, and I really, really appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you having me. So see you at the next jam.